Yeah.
Hi, Millicent.
Hello, Janet.
Thank you for responding to my request to will you hold space for me?
Yeah. Will you say a few words of what you'd like from
Yeah,
this?
and the two-pronged component of this. You asked me if you could watch an EHP I was holding. And when I used my fear, it was to say, I won't do that. And I'm willing for you to do a space for me. And then we review it. So that's one way of you getting what you need as well.
Yeah.
And what we've been doing, that I would happily review space holding you've done like we did yesterday. So this is winning happening for me. What I'd like from this space is, I don't know if it's connected to two prongs. What I found with the session with Anna was some part of me doesn't trust somebody else will hold a space for me free of their hold an empty space. I don't trust that they'll notice when I'm really scared or my nervous system's hyper aroused, and will hold it like I can feel my fear now coming up through my throat. Will notice, and then will hold an empty space for me to have my own experience, or that they will notice and hold a space for me to regulate so that I can have the full wave of my fear.
Okay.
So I did write that down because I'm going to take my gremlin transformation as well. I don't think you'll hold a space for me to have my full wave of emotions, which will then help my nervous system have the wave and come back down again before there's something from the other person for me to deal with. She also thinks that I might have a mind machine fog, and I can do that in a different space. The bit I want to link it with is it doesn't work for me when people define me or analyze me without them knowing me, and I can instantly feel my sadness. I'll put my tissues up there.
Yeah. I just want to check that you've got everything that you need
No,
with you. Go.
tissues, beat book, thank you.
Right. I get the sense it's right there, like the sadness.
Yeah. So then when somebody projects something onto me and I go in like this inside, in my system, it's like then a bit of a brick. Because now there's something in there that makes it heavy. So yeah, the pain of being defined by other people that don't know me.
Yeah, gotcha.
You are, or you're doing, or this is your.
Yeah. Yeah. With your hand. Keep.
Well, that's what it feels like. So then part of me is energetically listening to what they're saying. I can hear what they're saying, and protecting the space, my own internal space, so I can stay connected to what's happening in my experience.
Yeah, good. And then you put your hand up, your other hand is close to your body, and let what's happening there happen.
So I'm going somewhere different. I'm going right back to being pretty young. Mum, I'm hungry. You can't be hungry. You've just had your dinner. with that energy. I'm cold, or mum, or put a jacket on. I'm not cold. Yes, you are. And it's that harsh energy, somebody telling me what my experience is.
Yeah.
And accusations. I mean, I didn't know these words as a kid. Them projecting, like my mum hated my grandma, and but neither of them liked each other. And you're just like your grandma. Well, I love my grandma, so it's like, whoa.
Yeah. Good.
Oh, like for me, it would be an acknowledgement. Oh, you like your grandma, yay! But mum's emotional reaction to my grandma, I feel a bit dizzy right now.
Yeah. Stay with it. Looks like you really love your grandma.
Say it again.
It looks like you really love your grandma.
Yeah, I did love my grandma. I called her my heart mum, even though she could be pretty harsh as well and very judgmental. But it's like they're like sword scars on my heart.
Yeah, keep feeling
To me, I did not know it was their projections onto me, because it's done with such energy.
Maybe just stay with that scar, like stay with your heart.
And I just actually relax. It's like now being able to name this in this empty space, so I can discover it. That my gremlin part, if I gave my gremlin the microphone, it would be, fuck off with your projections and your anticipations and your labels and your defining of me, and get to know me. Because if you know me, you wouldn't have those opinions about me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this quiver on your lip, Janet.
It's great to be able to say it. And I'm not so sure it's only my gremlin. It's like, I am angry. I'm angry when you define me. I'm angry when I'm defined by you without you first getting to know me. I'm angry with anybody that analyzes other people. Ask them so they can discover who they are.
Yes. It looks like the sadness is coming when your anger comes, and let this happen as well.
Like they're all there. It's like my anger's for this. My sadness connects me with what I want to say, and fear's there as well. No, I get out of my space, Mum, with your opinions of grandma. I am not my grandma. Get out of my space with them.
Yes, go. And if there's more, just let it be that
I
as well.
do that as a kid. As an adult, I can.
Yeah.
And I've said it to her. That younger part of me couldn't make sense of what was going on. So it's quite quick once I can get it out. It's like this is a definition of me. No, a burp's coming. That's usually a tick for me. Hey, I hear a definition of me, And I want to tell you how I define myself. Yeah.
Yeah. How does that feel?
Easy.
Look how you feel.
Once I have give me space to know my experience, let it through my experience come into words, and then the rest of me that's got the other skills can say something. And I'm thinking of leaving the possibilitator training because I haven't found my way the whole year. It's certainly not a place I bring my magic. And I experience the space with so many roadblocks to communication and expressing. And it's like swimming in seaweed. Wow, where's the space? This space is so full of so much.
And are you able to, it seems like this part of you might still be going, this part of you that doesn't have words yet to say what is happening for her. Are you able to just check if there's anything more there?
Well, one of the reasons I want to go is to use the time I would spend in the possibilitator training, creating the village weaver training.
Yeah.
And that could still be under the umbrella of possibilitator training.
What do you feel saying that?
Yeah, it is a possibility. It's one of the options.
And is something in your, like your mouth go tight a little bit? Is something happening?
Yeah, because the other thought that is going on is, I was thinking, if I was holding the space, I would put the pause at the first roadblock. And yet when it was my turn to hold space, I was too scared to hold it because I was too scared, and I asked James to hold it instead.
Can you let yourself be in that fear? What's happening for you?
I've talked to Anna and Tristan about it, so it's not as fresh as when a month ago when it was my turn. Yeah, I get lost. I get lost in that space. I stand and watch what's going on. It's like very little listening, certainly very little space between someone's communication. And I want to go back to the core of this, which is, as a youngster, the space was full of mum's unconscious and sometimes silent and then volcanic or strong reaction energy. And dad's a bit larger than life, so full of him. And I'd love them to have known how scared I was.
You would love them to have known how scared you were.
Cut it off. I didn't believe there was a place for my fear, or that would be any comfort when I was scared.
Oh God, you didn't know if there'd be any comfort. I was scared.
In fact, usually there was more escalation of what I was feeling because there was more to deal with. My throat's really tight.
Yes, like you sort of lean back and yeah,
did with Mum. It's like I never knew when the silent one would become the volcanic one.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
really scary. And if I said anything, then it would be, it's not like that. I mean, that's crazy making.
Yeah, it's crazy. A very young child, and you're so aware that there was this a volcano might erupt at some point, and you never knew when.
Yeah. So it's not an intellectual body. It's not one of those explicit conclusions. It's a implicit experiential conclusion of don't say anything.
Or don't say anything. And
Just to protect yourself. Don't say anything that they might react to.
mm-hmm. Not the
And
same.
watch. And watch.
And watch. Like watch out. Like watch.
Well, watch for signs. Like I've got a great tracker dog sniffing for signs that this mum's frozen's emotions might then thaw and she's reactive and volcanic. Even today, when I was showing her on the video of these beautiful, not havelocks, hollyhocks, not right either, and beautiful flowers. And I was being with my joy of telling her and showing her the things I've been planting here. I said, I'm so glad I didn't pull it out when I thought about it. You never pull anything out of a garden. Oh, it's like my gremlin just said, Happy Christmas, Mum.
And what is behind that? What is behind that
From her, I don't know, but the reaction
in you, yeah.
is like shock.
Yeah, stay with
I'm thinking I'm finding a topic one I know she's interested in and that I want to share. I wanted to share the joy of that. And then this, oh. So that's easy now as an adult. I manage that. Yeah, and with my gremlin. Happy Christmas, Mum. And she gets it then. Well, I don't know if she does, but she was and is actually still. All her emotions are mixed and they come with this. Say if there was a really sharp scalpel that's all of her feelings mixed together, emotions mixed together, mad, sad, and scared. She didn't want to feel her fear, so then it comes across so as aggression.
And what happens in you? Like you notice these things. Yeah.
To discover is what was the mechanism I put in place.
Yeah. What was the mechanism?
And I would describe it as like on the top of paint when you've left the lid off a bit and it gets this really thick top
crust kind of thing.
Crusty, but it's so soft and pliable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not crusty like no, it's and then the paint can stay fluid on the inside unless it's left out to dry too long and then it dries up. So I think it's like that.
Like
I'm doing this with I don't know what you can see.
I see your hands when you do this. It's like a thicker skin in this.
Yeah, it's like a buffer zone of a buffer zone.
Buffer zone.
I'm going to go quiet for a bit because I want to feel it energetic. I get to stay fluid on the inside, and I can feel my sadness. And somehow this paint skin dulls the impact of their harshness. Throat's so tight. One of those recently, somebody said to me that wanted to protect a place I was at because, oh, this one hurts so much.
Yeah, go.
Oh. They said I suck the lifeblood out of men so that they become needy. So I keep them needy and dependent on me. It's like, look, the person who dared to reveal this, I totally thank them for being so transparent with their internal process. It's not about that, but it's not real. So then I go, what? And the part of me that wants the feedback goes, really? Is this such an unconscious part of me? I don't know about it. And then I go looking for, well, which minute where I was staying and try and work it out with my intellectual body.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, if I'd have brought my reaction, and maybe what this is part of this energetic paint skin shield, I can see it stops me. One of its purposes is to stop me reacting. Because it would just get worse. It will just escalate.
Yeah.
And it will be all about their reactions. And I was able to say I feel really scared because I am not making any connection with your story about me. Okay, so this paint is like an energetic rubber.
Mm-hmm. And it does this insulating kind of thing.
Yeah, not quite like a wetsuit.
Not quite like that. Keep exploring. It's
Well, I
working.
want to thank it right now. Thank you for protecting me from feeling my fear. And thank you for protecting me from other people's reactions to me. And thank you for keeping me inside. For being discerning about who to go to.
Yeah, I think I feel that.
So I stay fluid on the inside. I picking up even that much rubbing is too much. My sensitivity is on the inside and some of my experiences on the inside. And I have very little evidence that you out there will notice, that will be so attuned with me that you'll know what's going on for me.
Yeah.
Then I go and work it out by myself.
Mm. Mm. Put this out on your own because there's no evidence that anyone will
There
be
was very little of
very little.
what's going on for you.
Mhm. And what is going on for you?
And each time it's different. And right now I'm so grateful to have an empty space for discovering this. That's free from people telling me I'm trying to control the space. You're trying to control the space. You need it to be a certain way. And right now, I think I could say to them, yes, I do want it a certain way. Without your diagnosis of me, without the roadblocks to communication, and with enough space for me to experience my own experience without it being full of your opinions.
Yeah, what was that?
That's like I've got my finger. I'm watching what my body's doing,
Oh,
and my fingers are just very gently on those muscles on my ear.
like on your sternum or a bit higher up.
Or the ribs. I don't know if there's ribs above the sternum. It's not down here.
Ah, these collarbones.
Oh yeah, well, not as high as my collarbones, and
Mm.
having my fingers here.
Mm.
It's like if I was an Anna, I'm my daughter and an osteopath.
Mm-hmm.
It's so light. I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can take a full breath. But my fingers knew exactly what to do. Just such gentle, fine touch. Oh. So between me and you now, I cannot feel that rubber paint shield. And I love it.
Mm. Yeah, let yourself experience that.
I'm relaxing in a deeper and different way, a next level of relaxing. It's so beautiful to experience you holding this space, Millicent. I can't pick up any energy you think you have to fix me or work out what's going on, or and I can breathe and my shoulders go back a bit, and I'm not using my musculature to slightly come forward with my shoulders. Yeah, these.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm totally unguarded. pretty delicious.
Really delicious.
So in the possibilitated training, I can see one of the stories I'm running is, I don't trust you'll hold a space for me.
You do not trust that they will hold a space for you,
From experience.
for your experience.
And when they say, what's your necessity? And my simple words are, I'm coming here because I want to be with you. And I mean be. And then see what emerges. What's your necessity? It's like this. Be with you now.
Now, to be with you now,
Yeah.
and see what emerges.
Yeah.
And for that, you need to have access to your own experience.
Yes. And the way I do it is just to write. Like I can totally give them a completion of, I know what they're saying, can watch what's going on if they ask me anything. And I'm doing this. I'm writing down to stay with my own experience while something else is going on. There's at least 12 of us. It's a lot of stimulation. I'm back in one of my lounges as a child, and I was always labelled, you're too sensitive.
Mm. Do you know what is happening?
Oh, it's like what I would never have said because I've got physically beaten was, Mum, actually, it's not my sensitivity that's the problem. It's the delivery of your communication. I find it really harsh and cutting.
I don't see your hand, but are you like rubbing your?
Yeah, I was
Cutting.
cutting. I'll do it up here. So it's like a nick, with most things she said that I can remember. She was really gentle with my sister and my brother. She loved my brother, still does. She's clear that Michael's her favourite. And Susan was the baby. And Mum, I longed for your tenderness with me.
Longed for your mum's tender. And which thing she said was like a nick in you, like a slap.
I've said to James, I don't want to mimic Mum, and I have been mimicking her, and I discovered it was so he wouldn't know what it was like.
Yeah. Good.
Oh, it was so harsh. harsh and cold and violent.
Yeah. It's happening.
It's great to name it. It's funny that the things I don't want in a space are the things I'm needing to do.
Getting, yeah.
To define my experience for myself with my words. Oh,
Sounds
it
kind of
was harsh and
so
so
harsh.
predictable and shocking. And no one knew the wounds, no one knew the cuts. I took my plaster off this morning from my surgery. The outer cover has been amazing. I haven't needed to replace it.
Mm.
And then the surgeon said to take that off after 14 days. And what I did, and now
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, you know something about this.
oh, it's such a beautiful metaphor to capture. So the scar, it's got butterflies underneath the cover that was totally waterproof, not one bit of water got in it. It's amazing. Then it had soft
Mhm.
oh, oh, lovely soft dressing. So nothing from the outside could get. Oh, this is great to find these feelings.
Mm,
I knew the surgeon had been really gentle with my body when I just knew it energetically. Took the dressing off that protected things from getting in, and it was so fine. It was like microns, the soft dressing. And then he's put a big butterfly stitch vertically to keep the other butterfly stitch.
yeah, good.
oh, so much care and attention. So this butterfly stitch this way is keeping all the other about 10 butterfly stitches that are going that way in place till they're ready to drop off. You then just leave them to drop off when they're ready. oh, what a metaphor. Thank you, Rupert. Oh,
Yeah,
so it's your body, totally trust my body will know and it will fall off. the scar is still held together like the 4 layers. First of all, I could tell he was so gentle with my body. Oh, because I've had 4 cesareans and 2 other appendix operations, and it wasn't like this. I could feel his presence. Oh, my shoulders are dropping. It's lovely. So the layers are, he was already really attuned to my body with presence. He cut it, and it looks like he's used a really little scalpel or whatever it was. And he cared for the scar with butterfly stitches.
Yes.
Just one way.
Yep.
And then he put a whole vertical one going the other way.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I've wondered why I needed this surgery. Oh. And then the soft dressing and the waterproof, really thin waterproof dressing that meant I could still move. And I don't know if there's dissolving stitches underneath. I forgot to ask him. In my dream, when I took the plaster off a few days ago, there was all these shit. Oh, oh, do you know how wonderful this is to have a space where I can find all this? So they were like made from metal, like when I had my first cesarean 42 years ago. They had metal clips that were horrible to walk with and really painful when they took them off. And in my dream, they had these sharp pieces of metal sticking out when I looked underneath the dressing. And I thought, they're not going to dissolve. Then woke up and realised it was a dream. Wow.
Yeah, wow, Jim.
Life is absolutely amazing. Interconnectedness of it all. And so much care. The anaesthetist I know just gave me enough anesthetic for me to be asleep for the time he was doing the surgery. And then half an hour later, I was texting James. So their sensitivity and attunement. That's what this part of me needs. And I love how you're holding this space, Melissa.
you for finding this, Jenna.
Another drink, I'm as dry as. So you said you wanted coaching from me, and I would say you don't need to change anything. I am so particular who I ask to hold space for me.
Yeah.
Because you keep you out the way. But you've brought enough communication that I can still hear you there and feel that you're there and feel this vacuum space you're holding.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I just wanted to put some words to what I saw and say if this isn't accurate, but I got a sense that as you were connecting to this care this surgeon gave your body and your physical body, is the right at the beginning of the session you brought in the scars and the cuts that have helped you build this buffer.
Yeah, build those.
And then with your feeling and your sadness, you are connecting with the physical surgery you've had and at the same time doing some emotional surgery for yourself.
And energetic.
Energetic.
All. That's why I thought, fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow, Millicent, thank you.
I'm honored. I'm honored to hold this space for you, Jim.
Thank you. A few years ago, I thought I would like to teach people, train people how to hold space for somebody like me. And I thought, well, one part my gremlin judged it as what's a bit arrogant, but it didn't last long. And I think this session will help you with the person you're holding space for that we did the review about. No review needed for me. If I'm now moving from the review of this session, that was totally, and it's your energetic presence. You weren't gone, because if you were gone, it wouldn't feel, I wouldn't have felt the containment of the space, this literally the holding of the space. Yeah, beautiful, Millicent.
Thank you, Gemma. And is there anything else that you need right now?
No.
How
was it for you?
Yeah, I want to say that I learn a lot from holding space for you because you've got this huge awareness for yourself. And so as I'm here with you, I am really learning from how you are navigating yourself.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm really keen. What did you learn for yourself?
I see how you slow down the exchanges that you've had with people or with in an environment like a situation, and I watch as you sort of just pause that and you do this with your hands like in this session, and then you find the bits that are happening with you, and I learn from how you speak to being aware of things that are happening with the other person as well.
Yeah, it's what I think did I send you the keyhole diagram? It's about rhythmic attunement.
It sounds familiar, but I can't.
Millicent? I've got it in hard copy somewhere, but I thought I sent you yesterday. I found it for you.
In my email. I'll have a look.
It was on your, let me have a look. I thought it was, here it is, on your Telegram.
Okay.
And this is from Richard Erskine, Dr. Richard Erskine. So what we've just done, what we're talking about is your rhythmic attunement to me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the rhythmic attunement at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. And let me have a look at this proper. Yeah.
Beautiful. It's a keyhole, which I love as a metaphor anyway, in an image. And when I was out for dinner with him one night, I said, how did it happen? And he said, oh, simple. Me and my wife at the time were out having a bottle of wine and talking about the training. And on the napkin, the red wine made a circle.
I like that one.
It had dripped. So it had done that part. So
Yeah.
they were using the napkin and all that they had at the time. And I love this. It's the video I sent you about Bob Cook in Manchester, Deconfusion of the Child. This is what he's talking about, so I thought I'd send you the map.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I mean, thank you, dear Millicent. I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah, I will let you be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done for
And
now.
I'll see how all this unfolds from there. Thank
Yes.
you.
Cool.
Bye.
Goodbye. Thank you, Janet.
Bye.